Welcome to Under Glass. I'm Ryan Douglas, and today's episode, Impulse Buy. Last week I read an article about the benefits of switching to LED lights. So a specialist from a lighting company said that a grower who is getting 70 or 80 kilograms of tomatoes per square meter under HPS lights would get over 100 kilograms of tomatoes switching to LEDs because of the increased light and the flexibility to adjust the wavelength. That statement is simply not true. And I know because I spent a year and a half running a 40-acre lit tomato greenhouse. And if adding another 20 or 30 kilograms per square meter every year was as easy as switching out the lights, every single commercial tomato greenhouse grower would have done that years ago. Because in a greenhouse that size, you're talking roughly $10 million in additional annual revenue. So, replacing LED lights or installing LED lights is pretty straightforward. But growing another 30 kilograms of tomatoes per square meter is definitely not. And changing one part of a greenhouse almost always changes something else. So we all know that LED lights dramatically reduce radiant heat, which may be exactly what you want, or it could leave you with higher heating costs and an entirely new set of environmental challenges that you weren't expecting. Because in CEA, every decision has consequences somewhere else in the system, and lighting decisions are just one decision in a system that's made up of hundreds during the course of a day. I mean, the judgment of the grower and the precision of the crop care team really determine whether or not that crop reaches its full potential. And even post-harvest grading can affect how much of that production actually becomes revenue. So that's why I've always said that buying stuff and building stuff is a lot easier than getting something to perform successfully year after year. But that's the allure of equipment. Because a lighting system is easy to celebrate. You can approve the budget, invite the investors over, have them stand in front of the lights and take a picture, and talk about innovation. But no one's doing that with disciplined execution. Right? No one's taking a picture of a crop care team who is following the SOPs right to the letter. And no one's taking a picture of a grower who's identifying a nutritional deficiency before it affects yield. And nobody's taking a picture of an IPM manager who orders pollinator bees at exactly the right time. So those things never make the annual report. They're simply the reason that good operations stay really good. And in my experience, a lot of operators don't have a yield problem. It's that leadership keeps buying equipment to solve problems that operational discipline created. So I've spent my career using technology to grow crops and helping companies to evaluate and implement it. But technology doesn't replace execution, right? It rewards it. So before you write the next check for the next piece of equipment, ask yourself this one question. Are you trying to solve a technology problem or an execution problem?